Hi everybody, I am Sean Govan of Honeydrop Farm, and today I want to share with you our business plan for making a living from beekeeping. So if you want to learn how to make money from bees, well, I can't say we've done it yet and that we know how to do it and we've done it before, but we have a plan to get there. So here's our plan. First, I want to start by talking about saying some things about mindset and goals. Because anytime you want to figure out something and accomplish something that takes a long time and is hard to get to, you have to put in your mind before you start, you're going to have to work hard for a long time and you're going to get the temptation to get discouraged. And any kind of business is a marathon, not a sprint. So you have to just resign yourself to maybe not seeing results for a long time. And if you do that, you'll probably see results sooner than if you just think to yourself that it's going to be easy. So you have to just make that resolution to work and sweat until it works. And when you get discouraged feelings, well, that just doesn't help. And it gets you down and it makes you work less hard. So you got to find some way to beat that discouraged feeling when it pops up. So a business plan. What is a plan? A plan is choosing a path to get from point A to point B. And you can't choose a path unless you know where your point B is. So your point B when you have a business plan is what you want to be doing in your business. Now ours is we want to farm for a living. So define your point B. And I think that when you define your point B, then a logical path to get there will just kind of assert itself. So the details of that, after you've figured out your goal, you figure out your means, we're going to start with bees. We live in town and bees don't need much space. Also, bees have a really sharp learning curve. It's a lot less intuitive than mammals, because like dogs, cats, pigs, chickens. I guess chickens aren't mammals, but they're poultry, and they're more intuitive too, because all those animals, their organisms are very similar to ours, and they're more similar than bees. It's harder to figure out what's going on with bees than it is to figure out what's going on with, other farm animals. So the details are, to have a business, you need product and you need customers. So our product is going to be comb honey because there's a lot of demand for it. People are they're paying a good high price for it because it's very valuable to them, and it's fun to make, and it can require a lot of playing around with the bees, and that's the part of this that we enjoy. Just working with the bees. And so you need the product and you also need customers. And the customers find you through marketing. Now, if you want to farm for a living, well, you don't start farming because you enjoy marketing. You start farming because you enjoy working outside with plants and animals, observing nature, and producing good food. And maybe being alone. Maybe you enjoy being alone. So we enjoy all of those things. But if you're going to make this work, to make a living, feed your kids, keep a roof over your family's head, you need to make money at it. You need to make a profit. So to do that, you need to find out about marketing. So educate yourself. We're educating ourselves. We're going to try stuff out and probably fail over and over till we finally get it, until something works, because we got to reach that point B. So by the way, the resource I found really super duper helpful is this website called 3Cow Marketing, where she teaches. Charlotte Smith is a lady who farms. She does dairy, and she teaches farmers, lots of farmers, beginning farmers, first generation farmers, how to find and get customers and set their pricing and make the business side of farming work. And she teaches you how to set up a website and everything. It's really super duper helpful. Right now I'm busy setting up our website, Honeydrop Farm. By the way, if any of this is helpful, please click like and subscribe to the channel. And that'll help the channel. So anyway, how we will market our comb honey is we gotta have a website. That's what I'm setting up here now. I'm using Squarespace. That's what Charlotte Smith recommends using, and it's really super duper easy to set up. If you can do anything with a computer, if you can figure out how to turn a computer on and do basic stuff with it, then you can figure out how to build a website with Squarespace. And they take care of all the stuff that if you're not really technically minded, that's hard to figure out, like security and stuff, so your website won't get hacked. And you'll have a lot more time to deal with the stuff that you like actual farm things. So to get people to our website, when we get our crop of comb honey next year, we're going to have some pay-per-click ads. Those are those ads that you see at the top of Google search, where you click on that, and then the business have to pay Google a certain amount for every click. It's probably something like a few cents to a few dollars, something like that. And then that takes people to our website where they can buy comb honey if that's what they're looking for. And then the other ways to get people to your website are to have good content on there that people enjoy and that educates people, gives them information they're looking for about bees or about cooking or using comb honey and things like that. So we're going to do that. And then there's also so we're going to do a blog for that. And then also we've got this YouTube channel, maybe start a Facebook thing, that I don't really know much about Facebook. And then we can get some traffic to our website that way as well. Then hand out business cards and flyers to our friends, coworkers and things, neighbors, people we meet, and that'll have a website address on it too. And that way those people, they might just come and buy some comb honey, but otherwise they may also look at the website that way, and that'll also make boost the website up in search results. So on the website we'll have a way for people to subscribe to emails, but these won't be the normal spammy emails that you get from lots of companies. These will be emails that people will subscribe to on purpose because they want valuable information, like how to use, how to make healthy, good-tasting desserts without sugar. And of course, that'll be different ways to use honey for desserts. So you provide people with that valuable information. You don't bombard them with it. You just give it to them every once in a while, like every week or 2 weeks or month, something like that. And then because of that repeated contact, where you're not trying to sell people stuff, then many people will eventually buy from you. That's something else I got from Charlotte Smith. And then because of your staying in contact, people who they're interested. They may not buy right away, but you keep reminding them that you're there and providing something that's useful to them, and then they may buy later. And then also, Charlotte's really big on this, building personal relationships with people. You write personal sounding emails that provide value, and then you get loyal repeat customers. You get to know them in a sense, they get to know you in a sense, and it's not a relationship with just a company, it's a relationship between people. And then once we have customers, of course, customer service. That's very important. Instead of over-promising and under-delivering, we want to under-promise and over-deliver. Give them more than we promise, give them more than they expect. Be prompt, be fast, be convenient. We want to offer shipping, a bunch of different shipping options, and be able to offer pickup for anybody who, lives close enough if they want to come out to the farm, maybe see the bees, see the apiary, and meet us, and get some honey in person. But then just make sure that they have what they need, and if there is any problem, then refund them, because we're not just here to exchange our honey for money. We're here to make life work for people, basically. So if that's not working out for them, then they may not be our ideal customer, but if they bought honey from us, then and if there's a problem, then we refund them. I forgot to put these other details in the video earlier. So right now we wanted to have 60, going to winter with 60 hives, but some of the splits didn't work out. So we've got 53 hives building up for winter. So let's just say that 40 are good enough for comb honey next year. And these may not be realistic numbers. These are what I'm assuming. I'm trying to be realistic, but if anybody out there has more experience or more insight than I do, please tell me in the comments below what you think. So let's say they each make 300 ounces or so of comb honey that we can sell. So we sell at $2 an ounce. That's $600 gross per hive. That's $24,000 gross total for the comb honey. Then after that we make splits and build nucs like crazy during the dearth. Feed like crazy. So if we do 4 splits per hive, if we split each hive 4 ways, that means we get 160 nucs out of those 40 hives. Then we build them up to 5 strong and healthy frames of bees. Then we sell 80 of them, that's half of them. And we gross another 16 grand for a total of 40 grand between the nucs and the comb honey. So that's gross. So that is not taking into account the business expenses, the boxes we had to buy and make and build, and the other things, all the other little things that add up. So that would not be enough to live on. That doesn't account for taxes. So that is not profit, that's just gross. That's not net. So then, so that's next year. But that's 2021. But in 2022, well, we can split the 80 nucs that we kept, split them 2 ways, split them in half, and bring them into winter strong and healthy. And then in spring of 2022, if we go into winter with 160 nucs, let's just say last year I overwintered 100% of my colonies, but that's just got to be a stroke of luck. 100% of 6 colonies. let's just say I will have a whole lot more colonies than we will next spring, in spring of 2022. So we'll just repeat the math above, but with more hives. And that ought to be enough to live on. So, and when to start, this is a mistake that we made. I always thought that the farm, you needed to have a lot of money. And that's true for many kinds of farming. You do need to have a lot of money. And so I was thinking I'm going to just save up and scrimp and save. And I'm glad that we did. But at the same time, I wish that we'd started sooner, because then we could get to that point B sooner. So when to start, the time to start is right now. It'll be harder and take longer than we wishfully think, so we're starting now. Nothing ever happens if we don't start, so we gotta start now. Search engine optimization, SEO, getting your website up there in search results so people will find it and see it and click on it, that takes time. Building a large email list of people who trust you to transfer value and take care of them takes time. Making mistakes takes time, and we're gonna make mistakes. We've made plenty. Hopefully all the biggest ones are behind us, but that's no guarantee. Everything takes time. But, you know, if we and the weather don't screw up too bad, we should have hundreds of pounds of comb honey for sale by next July. And we want to have enough people on our email list and enough potential customers aware of us by then that we can sell out quickly and be done with it. So that's why we're starting now. So if this video was helpful, please like and subscribe. And you know, if you want to find out more about what we're doing and how we're getting there, and take inspiration from that for your own farm or for your own beekeeping business, then just click that bell and YouTube will send you notifications so that you know when we put out a new video. And other than that, thanks for watching.